Hello and welcome back to City Bus Manager, and welcome back to a very hot and bothered and warm driver David. We are experiencing another bout of summer weather in the UK. We've missed it for the last few months, and now the hot weather has returned and it is sweltering. We're not used to it. It's been a very damp and bleak summer really for us this year, which is a shame. We had a lovely May and June. I think I commented quite a lot about how I was cooking back then, and since then it's just rained and been grey and typical British weather, sadly. Anyway, ignoring that, we are here with our company Dave Coach operating in Swansea. And we can see we have a relatively busy customer service centre. It'd be nice to see a few more people in here, but it is a fairly constant stream of people coming to and from asking for some information, but mostly buying these week tickets, which is good to see because we need to have 9,614 of these active weekly ticket holders for this challenge, and we're currently only at around 8,000. It was down at 7,900, but we're on the way back up, which is nice to see. The other one is over here, got to ensure fewer shift cancellations, same as it's been for a while. We need to have none for 4 days in a row. We're currently at 15. Sounds like a lot, but this is down from 102 just a matter of episodes ago. So hopefully we can keep that going in the right direction. To keep that going in the right direction, what I have been doing is just regularly popping in here, clicking on broken buses, and repairing the ones that need a bit of help. Thank you so much for the viewer who put a comment in, mentioning that about this broken bus tab at the end. I had missed it, and it is an absolute lifesaver. I say lifesaver, it's a game changer. I think that's better. It's not really saving lives, but it is so convenient. And the other thing that I'm going to do is to try and go through and anything that's looking a little bit worn out, like maybe you've got a bit of conditioning in here that could be improved. I'm going to go through, and anyone here who's got a low bit on this side, we're going to go through and give it a quick repair. I will speed through and I will do that now, and I'll be back in just a moment when it's all done. Okay, that's got a few buses being repaired up there, so hopefully that will stop anyone having a breakdown out and about on the road. Yep, there's no broken buses, which is good to see. Strangely, however, not all of our routes have been allocated, which is even stranger when you go, there's nothing here in either depot that says it needs to be assigned. Anyway, we are running out of town. Running out of town? No, we're running out of time. So I'm just going to quickly assign up a few of these very quickly. Just here, there, and everywhere. Okay, that's got quite a few of them assigned for now. So hopefully that'll have that sorted for a little bit. I don't know why they weren't being assigned properly earlier. If this becomes a persistent issue, we might have to do something more about it, but at the moment that's not a big deal. It's sort of quite nice to go back a little bit and revisit the classics of assigning the services and stuff. And once again, I will repair those brake pads just because it's going in and I can, and just to try and have it as safe as possible so we can try and reduce the chances of having breakdowns on the road and shifts failing. Just buy some more replacement parts for now, just enough to roughly be 10ish. If it's a bit over, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Okay, that's got those parts being delivered. What I'm going to do now is just assign up tomorrow's shifts as we're nearly out of the day. So, bus drivers, and assign those buses. Okay, so that has all of the shifts assigned. Happy days. What I will do now is, while we have a bit of time, I'm just going to fill it in down here with a few more bays. Just go all medium for now, and these will be filled in. We're going to be buying some new buses very soon when we start increasing our network again, as we have done an awful lot of unlocking places in the last episode. So we're going to need some more buses to serve all those areas. Okay, so there we go, a whole bunch of fresh bays added in, ready for more buses to come in over here. Probably some more double deckers for all of our services, because we opened up a lot more area for expansion, and we have Port Talbot over here, which is looking like quite a nice big town. I say a nice town, it's Port Talbot. If you know Wales, or you've driven through on the M5 going out to Pembrokeshire or anywhere else in Davids, you know that this here looks a bit rough, and you tend to try and go through here a little bit quicker. It's just a shame you're on a 50-mile-an-hour zone for the motorway most of the time, so you have to slow down, but you do that sort of 55, hoping that it doesn't really matter, trying to push through and be a bit cheeky. We've got a few other places like Quinfan over here, Britain Ferries, and Neath Abbey, and Cadoxton Juxta Neath. I think I nailed that one, Cadoxton Juxta. Aberdour, Tonner, lots of places going on. And then Pontadori, whatever it is, and you get yourself out Yastelfera. I think I nailed every single one of those. So lots of areas for us to expand into. And I think the next areas that we're going to go into will be down over here into Port Talbot. We will come up this way a bit more in a bit, but probably once we have more of Yastafara unlocked, we probably need to do another north and another westy to get a bit more unlocked over here. And another south is actually probably on the cards pretty soon too. And actually, I think looking over here, I remember the last one that we did was actually unlocking all of this over here. We now have Port Bury, so we could probably do another service out from Clonelly out over this way. Oh, and we have up over here something that looks quite exciting for racing grounds. Corey/Kari. Cool. Lots and lots of places. Talking about that, we did unlock a new area of the map just at the very last seconds of the last episode. And we have here Ross. Where is Ross, and what does this require? 270 buildings, 9 points of interest, Monday to Friday, Saturday, every 90 minutes, 4:15 to 11:15, well, 16, but same. Where is Ross? It's over here. Oh, there it is. It looks like a little housing estate area here on the outskirts of Pontador. Yeah, we'll run a service out here at some point. We won't do it now. It's a fairly expensive, well, fairly well money earner at 113. It's one of the high-ender ones. Yehendi's another big money earner there. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is, if we come back in here and we look at our buses, we can see that we have in the we've got 3. We can see we also have 3 more that need repairing. So let's quickly get him repaired and you 2 repaired. Got to stay on top of this, get as many done as possible. Keep an eye, just constantly checking on it. We've got our spare parts coming. We don't need to do that yet. So yeah, what I was saying I was going to do is I was going to rename a whole bunch of these buses with the correct number plates. So we've got all of these here, which just appear not to have the right number plates for now. So I'll get through and do that as quickly as possible. Okay, so that has all of our buses numbered up nicely. Sadly, I think we do have one more shift cancellation. I know we are lower than the 15 that went before, but I feel like we should have been on 13, not 14 here. But we are still moving in the correct direction, and as are our active weekly ticket holders, which is currently at 8,251. So let's have a think about what we want to do and what we need to get in. So we're going to be coming over and connecting Port Talbot into the rest of the network, and I think over here around the train station will be a good place to use as a hub. I think looking at it, we have HSBC, Lloyds Bank and Tesco, so this could be like the main shopping sort of district, like the high street. And then we have over here Canafona, Simfa, Aberfan shopping centre, and Theatr Dywantafanti Fernhole. So this looks like it could be like the main entertainment area. So this could make as a good sort of area for like a bus connection between the trains and everything else. Oh, actually this here does look quite bus station-y too, just off the roundabout next to the shopping centre. So we might sort of connect in over here. First thing that we'll do is we'll do like a nice express service coming out over this way. There's not a lot that needs to be overly connected in. Well, it's going to be like the 16 that comes out over to Clonelly and stuff. Like, it's just going to be as quick and as speedy as possible. But before I do that, it's 7 in the morning. I'm going to quickly pause things. And if I can see here, we have a very busy number 2. We have a very busy 18. We have a very busy 15. So I'm going to add another bus in, and on the 17 and the 8. Can I do that in here? So the 2. Okay. So we need a 2 is the first one. We'll insert an additional bus. What do we have available in here? Anything? Out you go. Then we need to have a Swansea 18. Can I add in an additional one there? I'm just going to go through and insert a whole bunch of additional buses here, there, and everywhere quickly. Just picking up random buses. I'll do this for quite a few shifts. Be back in a moment. Okay, that's got a whole bunch of extra services in, but quite a few are going out very busy at the moment, which is good to see. It means lots of people are buying tickets and spending money on our service. So as I was saying, we want to do a service out to Port Talbot. So we'll do one of those. We do our own service, number 47, obviously starting in the bus station here. We'll also be stopping at the park and ride on the way out and the way in. What would be really nice with this is that these park and rides actually gave you a serious boost of passengers at certain times of the day, make them more how a park and ride should be. We're then going to pop off here and we're going to come in to the hospital, just have a quick stop there, come through, another one at Amazon, and then back onto the main road. And then the next stop that we'll do will be all the way over here, because then you can come around using the motorway. So there we go, Port Talbot bus station. Then we do Port Talbot Parkway, back to the bus station to pick up everyone for the return journey. And it's just going to be the exact same in reverse. There we go, this will be the Port Talbot, so the PET 47, and then an A could be obviously be using bendy buses, as this is one of our express services. I know I don't need to use bendy buses, I can just use double deckers, people have pointed this out to me and stuff, but well, I'm a slave to things. If things look cool, they're right, and bendy buses do just look good, and it's just nice having a mix of both bendies and articulates and normal all operating in the same network. It just sort of makes me feel happy doing that. So that's what we do, and why we do it, I do not need another reason for it. Anyway, how many people are we going to be transporting in this one? Oh, not very many. 25 to 55. Anyway, let's do these advanced settings. So Monday to Sunday, we'll do this 7 until 7 every half an hour, and 20 minutes at rush hour. Times we will do at the hospital 1 minute. Port Talbot train station, we'll do 30 and 33. We'll leave there. Back to the hospital for 45, and then all the way back in for an hour loop. Nice and easy. And we're just going to have to add in a whole bunch of extra, whatever they're called. Oh, morning and evening ones, city bendy. So yes, this will be the morning one. So we'll do this before the city, before 7. So 4 until 6:15. I think that's right. So we've got 4, 4:45, 5:30, 6:15. Yes, that works for 45-minute loopy. (45 and 45). We do a new timetable again. This will be for 7:45 on until whenever it is. So 7:45, 8:30, 9:15, 10. 10:45, 11:30 will be when this finishes, the last one. Okay, 11:30 every 45 minutes. Then we'll do one on Sunday. And we'll just do that one. We don't need as many. We can use the stopper service for people who need more of those. So I just want to do it 8 until 6 every hour. And we need to copy and paste this into all of these here. So paste and paste and paste and confirm. Now we can just get all of these assigned up quickly, and then we can come back and start boosting out any new buses if we need them as the bonus ones. So the 47As. Do we have any bendies? No, we don't. Anything over here that we could take? Oh, everything appears to be out at the moment. Not ideal, but we need to buy a few more buses then. However, what I have discovered we can do, which I hadn't realised we could do for quite a while, is we can pop into the Clonelly depot, and if anyone has anything free in here, we'll just chuck it on one of these. It's not ideal bringing them all the way in, but we have the spare buses out here. We might as well use them. Do we have any more broken buses? No, we don't. That's good to see. Does anyone in here need a boosted bus on their line? Probably not, thinking about it, as we didn't really have any spare buses at this point. So what we need to do is buy some more buses for our bendy service, because they all seem to be occupied at the moment. So let's buy some new buses. We want, what is it, the 7,900 G. How many of these can I get my teeth into? I'd like 5. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think even 3 will happen. But no, 3 will just happen. So this can go into the bendy category. Shazame. Let's get those delivered and then numbered up. Okay, there we go. We have those buses being delivered. We'll just assign them a space up over here. Although it does look like we had another bus here that wasn't assigned one, so then all the jazzy colour ones might end up having to be moved out into other spaces. Like for now, your space will be down over here. There we go. In there you come. So we don't have much money left, and we need a lot more buses because we're going to have a big growth in our network very, very soon. So what I'm thinking at this point is I'm going to take out some of these loans. Which loans am I going to go for? Well, probably most of them. So I'll probably take out this one from MetaBank, and I'll take out the Acta Bank, and I'm going to take out them all. And then going to come in here. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of second-hand buses. But we're going to buy them at minimum value, and then we're just going to sell everything. That's not what we want going forward. So we want to have a nice selection of new double-deckers and a nice selection of MIDI 2 buses. So I'm just going to go through and get on with that. I'll be back once we have a whole heap of buses. See you in a moment. Okay, we've got a whole heap of buses in. I didn't take all 4 lanes, but I took 3 of them. We have another surface here that needs to be assigned. We have lots and lots of buses in now, but they're not all ones that I want to be using. So let's just go through, and at this point we are just going to be selling everything that doesn't seem to have a need, so you can be sold at maximum amount, and that will make us, well, like 8 grand.
Yes, I'm going to quickly speed through and I'm going to sell up most of these buses. All the ones that basically aren't, I think it's a Lion City, like the 92-seater for the MIDI 2, and the new Route Masters. Everything else will go for sale. Because it's like a 20-25% profit that you can make from buying them at minimum to selling them at maximum, which is a very good return for a day's work. Like, even in real life, getting a 25% return on an investment like that quickly is not often done. It's better than taking out loans or investing in anything. So although it's maybe not the most interesting to watch me go around and just buy and sell buses, it does make a little bit of money, which will be useful for buying more buses in the future. So hopefully at the end of this episode, after several rounds of buying and selling, it will leave me with a big pile of money. Unfortunately, it does mean when I come through this broken tab here, it is full of all the buses that I want to sell. But I just have to keep scrolling through, and then when it says in the middle there, bus for sale, I just skip past it and move on to the next one.
Okay, so that should have an awful lot of them. And by the look of it, there's a lot of buses there on sale, and I know we're getting quite a few offers coming in. Is there anyone I can shove you out on? Let's see what there. Let's see what these offers coming in are like. So it's a no for you, Grace. It's 100% or nothing. This is 100%. So yeah, Ella, you are more than welcome to have that bus. Please take it. Okay, that got rid of a whole bunch of buses, and we have now a whole pile of money back in down over here. It's fairly good return doing this, as long as we can get our buses in and out fairly quickly, and they're not sat around for too long. We should have a whole load of these buses also being fixed up and repaired. We've got a couple of double deckers at new Route Masters around here somewhere, and they'll be ready very soon for a new service line. Cool, look at them all going and our money coming in. Still busy up over here. Do we have any more broken buses in here that are just driving a shift and aren't in the workshop or for sale? Okay, now that we have a whole pile of more money, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to pause it. We're going to go back through and spend all 260 grand on some new buses. If I say 260, that's a good offer. You can take it. So 278. I'll be back once I have all of these bought and all of them ready to go. See you in a moment. Okay, so a bit of time has passed. We have got quite a few more buses sold, hence you can see the big pile of coinage over here, sat in the bank, all very nice. We still have quite a few buses scattered through here that need a quick sell, but we also have a whole bunch in here, which I have prepared and got ready for more. So we have a few more Midi 2 buses, which is nice to see. We have 3 double-deckers over here, 3 new Route Masters, which are all painted up, ready and raring to go. And we still have this funny thing where we are having to assign buses. I don't know why they haven't all gone through, but there's a few there that need a bit of assigning. I'm completely fine with doing this for the last couple in the day. It's at the moment not too much of a big deal, but we are going to have to work it out because I will get fed up with it very, very soon. So let's have a look. Do we have any good offers in here? Yes, we actually have 2 good offers. So they can have both of those. And then we're going to have another look at our buses through here and see if anything needs repairing. I think everything here is basically for sale. Oh, in the depot, you need some work. Just a wiper by the look of it. I don't think anything else. We'll do the oil. It's about halfway there. There we go. Everyone else is for sale. And then page 3, workshop. I think you've been done already, and so is the other one, but we'll double check him anyway. There we go. Good, good. Just get a few more of these assigned. Lovely. Another bus on the market. Any good offers? No, this time we have some pathetic offers. Sod off and think about what you did there. That was embarrassing. Anyway, it's all looking pretty good. Let's see how much our new Port Talbot Express is making us at the moment. Not very much money, as it turns out. Our Liberty Stadium line seems to be making us a nice bit of money, and the 45 here, the Clonelly one, is doing pretty well. These are all of our new ones. It's still such a shame that the Odeon Clonelly is inactive now, as you were making us a lot of money. At one point, I think you were the 3rd most profitable line that we had. Alright, rip for you. RIP. Nope. Yeah, they are quite slow at getting these buses sold and out. But we have made some good money today. Look at that, nearly 400,000. Revenue is looking good up here. Expenses, all good things going on. I will probably leave it here. If you might have just heard in the background there was like some drilling noises going on. I have a lot of housework going on at the moment, and it probably will be a bit distracting. As such, we've had a fairly good run. We have lots of money, which means in the next episode we will be putting in more and more services. So we'll probably want to put in a whole bunch down here. We might want to get a few more articulated buses so we could turn this actually into a service that it's meant to be. Let's watch him. Let's zoom in. Whoop, and watch him take his journey along the motorway. Look at him zooming all the way in. He's only got 3 people on. Oh, he's got 6 now. That's much better. Yeah, putting a bendy bus on here really is, in many ways, super unnecessary. But we are going to do it anyway, because they look cool, and sometimes it is more important to look cool than it is to make money. Anyway, I suppose it is 11 o'clock at night. It was never going to be a busy service in, was it, this one? Anyway, yes, that was all very good and very nice watching. But as I was saying, we were about to end the episode here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I will see you again in the next episode. I hope you enjoy. We should hopefully soon have a lot more going on for future episodes. Now that we have all of this money in our bank, which we can spend in actually buying buses which are new and not having to worry too much about broken ones. Anyway, as I say, I'll see you in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ciao for now.